Here is a complete guide for the brand new fairy event in Roblox Grow a Garden. I guarantee you're not going to need any other tutorial for this update after you guys finish watching this video, so let's get straight into this. But before that, if you guys could leave a like and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get to 400k, so come on, hit that subscribe button. So first things first, here is the fairy event itself. It's going to start in 5 minutes. This thing happens every single hour. Every single time there is a fairy event, as you guys will see in about 5 minutes, you have a chance of getting the glimmering mutation, which we are gonna need for a lot of things, actually. So starting off right here at the fairy fountain. So this thing is basically gonna request you guys a few fruits. Now, all of these fruits that are requested by the fairy fountain are found inside of the seed shop. So don't worry, you're not going to need any exclusive fruits. They are all going to be found right here inside of the seed shop. Now, you might have seen the friendships tab. We're going to get back to that in a second. Don't worry, don't get too excited. We're going to get back to that. But yeah, basically every single fruit that the fountain is going to request is going to be found right there inside of the seed shop. So yeah, check this out. Right now it's asking for a mango and a dragonfly. And yeah, you basically have to go ahead and submit these fruits. But what if you can't submit these exact fruits? Well, that is where fountain power comes into play. Let's say for some reason it is absolutely impossible for you guys to get a glimmering mango. Maybe it's taking too long. So what can you do instead? Well, you could instead go ahead and wait for the freaking 7-hour timer to go down. This resets every 10 hours, by the way, so yeah, keep that in mind. So yeah, you can either wait for that 7-hour timer to go down and go back to level 1, because this does have 5 levels, as you guys can see. So level 1, level 2 is going to have different rewards and different quests you have to complete. Level 3 is going to have different quests. Level 4 is going to have different quests. And the higher the level you are, the more points you get. And once you guys get to the max level, as you guys will see in this video, you will have to pay a sum of money and reset back to level 1. Basically, something like the Bone Blossom quest. If you guys remember that, there were 5 levels in that too, so pretty much the same thing. But the only difference being we have the fountain power tab right here. Once again, if you guys for some reason do not have a glimmering mango, it is absolutely impossible for you to get a glimmering mango. What you can do instead is simply get any other fruit in your entire garden. It could be a tomato, it could be a banana, it could be a corn, any other fruit with the glimmering mutation. So let me just go ahead and use the glimmering radar right now, because yeah, this is another item you can get for free from this event. So let's just go ahead and use this. And as you guys can see, we have highlighted every single one of the glimmering plants inside of my garden. Look at that. We got 50, 60, oh my god, 70 of them. And now if we go ahead, head back to the fountain right here, press E on it, offer all plants. Check this out, guys. We have completely maxed out the fountain. We got 578 points in here. And yeah, once you guys go ahead and do this, click on this. And as you guys can see, we have the rewards right here. These are all of the rewards you can lock out of these. Of course, these percentages do change, guys. So yeah, the higher the level you go, sometimes you get more rewards and the percentages change a little bit. So yeah, keep that in mind. It's future cozy, and some of these have actually been changed. So if you go ahead and look at fountain rewards, as you guys can see, at tier 1, this is what you are gonna get. At tier 2, you're gonna get this. At tier 3, we're gonna get this. Tier 4, we are gonna get all of this right here. And finally, at tier 5, you have a chance of getting the Aurora Vine. So yeah, when I made the video that you're watching right now, the Aurora Vine was not in the game. So yeah, you might see a few things change just a little bit, but don't worry, the entire concept of this entire event is still the same. Just the rewards change just a slightly little bit. This is the brand new seed pack, and of course we're going to get back to all of the seeds you can get out of this very soon too. So once again, if you guys don't have grape or pepper, you can go ahead and use the fountain power, or alternatively, the simpler way is to simply get yourself a grape with the glimmering mutation. So let's just simply go here, put the glimmering mutation on this pepper, and we'll also go ahead and put the glimmering mutation on one of these grapes and grab it. There you go. So yeah, if you have the exact fruits the fountain is looking for, you can instantly just go ahead and complete the quest. So check this out. I'm going to offer the grape. We got 1-on-1 of the grape, and I'm also going to go ahead and offer the pepper. And there you go, boys and girls. We did not have to get to 500 fountain power. We have completed the quest. So if you guys have the exact fruit, submit that. If for some reason you don't have the exact fruit, you're going to have to go ahead and submit a bunch of plants to reach your quota right over there. Hope all of this makes sense. I know it's confusing, but honestly, I like this system. It's not like you need to have these exact plants. It's a little more chill. I like that. But let's go ahead and make another wish. And yeah, oh my god, I'm getting garbage rewards every single time, bro. Come on. Oh my god, and I got a sunbulb. Oh, dude. Okay, wow. Well, never mind. Moving on. Moving on to the ferry. So as you guys can see right now, the ferry event is happening, by the way. So check this out. This is what it is going to look like. And during this, you have a chance of getting the glimmering fruits, which, as we mentioned earlier, are very, very important to this event because they are basically going to help us gain a bunch of ferry power points. Oh, by the way, one more thing to mention. I know I'm going on about this fairy fountain. The higher the rarity of a plant, for example, this elephant ear, which is a prismatic plant. Prismatic plant. This is a prismatic plant. This gives us a whopping 10.5 points. Whereas if you have a simple orange tulip, which I believe is like a rare plant, check this out, guys. This only gives you guys like 3 fairy points. So yeah, the rarity of the plant does matter if you are trying to get a bunch of fountain points. But once again, if you don't care about the fountain points and you have all these fruits in your garden anyways, which most of you probably do, then just get the glimmering mutation on each of these plants and just submit those. It's just a way to fast track this entire event. But anyways, as I was saying, next up we have the fairy right over here, or the fairy godmother. And if you guys go ahead and speak to her and then go over to show me upgrades, you can actually go ahead and upgrade a bunch of things here. Starting with the glimmer multiplier. I believe this is the chance you have to get the glimmering mutation on your plants right over there. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but you can click that button, and as you guys can see, you are going to need these points. By the way, you get these points by simply completing this quest right here. So if you go back to show me the task, it doesn't actually show you exactly how many points you get. But let's just go ahead and skip this and keep an eye on my points right there. Check that out. It's from 7,000. If you go ahead and complete it, there you go. It's now at 22,000. So yeah, the more you guys complete these points or these quests, the more points you are going to get. And once you guys get to level 5, as I mentioned before, you're going to have to pay either 59 Robux or 10,000 of these points to go ahead and reset the quest back to level 1, and then you have to do the whole process once again, starting with the easiest quests, moving to the hardest quests we have in this entire game. So yeah, hope I've done a good job explaining how this event actually works. It took me a few minutes to figure this out. So, oh, did I miss the freaking... Oh, I missed this. Anyways, yeah, I almost got the prismatic seed, but it's okay. I didn't want it anyways, game. Oh my god, and I almost got the spirit flower too. Bro, I'm actually gonna crash out. But yeah, you can basically go ahead and get a bunch of upgrades from the fairy godmother, like loose fairy spawn amounts. Basically, there's a fairy that spawns around the map, and you can collect them to get the glimmering mutation. Honestly, nothing too major. You'll figure these out as you play the game. Fairy event duration, I think this is self-explanatory. Basically, how long the fairy event actually lasts. So yeah, this starts off at 10 minutes, so this thing by default lasts for 10 minutes, but as you guys can see, mine lasts for 16 minutes. And fairy spawn amount, I believe, is the amount of fairies that spawn out of the fairy godmother when the glimmering mutation is happening. So yeah, once again, pretty complicated stuff, I know, but mainly, guys, just focus on the fountain. This is all you are going to be caring about. This is an afterthought, in my opinion. Moving on, let's go ahead and move on to each one of the rewards we have inside of this update. So from the fountain itself, as we mentioned earlier, we get the brand new enchanted seed pack, which I've opened a couple of. You guys probably know what this thing does. We also have the mutation spray glimmering, the radar, the brand new radar, as you guys saw earlier. We have a brand new crate, as I showed you guys earlier. If you go ahead and open these up, we have a bunch of new cosmetic stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Not many people care about those, but yeah, if you're one of those people that cares a lot about these, you can go ahead and open them up too. They are very, very well made. We also have something called a fairy targeter, which is basically like a lightning rod, but for the new fairy, or for the new glimmering fruits. So yeah, it just makes it so that you have a high chance to get these new glimmering mutations on your fruits. And of course, boys and girls, we have the brand new enchanted eggs, which we are going to come back to. We're going to look at each and every one of the pets you can actually get out of those eggs. But for now, let's go ahead and move on to something completely separate from this update that was added to the game. And this is honestly kind of exciting, a little bit scary. I'm not even sure if this is going to come to the final game, because as you guys know, I am in a testing server right now, but this is going to change Grow a Garden forever. And I'm not saying that in a clickbaity YouTuber way, I actually mean it. So first things first, some bad news or good news depending on who you are. You guys know how you can actually trade money in Grow a Garden. You can give someone money using the trading ticket, and normally there is no limit. You can literally donate your entire net worth there is no limits to how much money you can trade in Roblox Grow a Garden, but that has changed. In this update, once again, not finalized, I recommend joining the game right now and testing this. In the new update, you can only trade up to 10 QA. That is it. Not QI, no, 10 QA. That is the maximum you can trade with people. So yeah, it took them long enough. Honestly, I'm a fan of this because yeah, Growing God's economy was cooked, and this is something I suggested. Didn't think they'd do it, but yeah, they have done it, guys. So the devs are actually listening to us. Shout out to them. But once again, this depends on what sort of person you are. Some of you might absolutely hate this, while others might think about the game. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Additionally, as we saw before, there is a whole new section inside of the seed shop. Now, how do you actually unlock this new section? So as you guys remember, in the Beanstalk event, we had the Giant, and the Giant also had a friendship section in the Beanstalk expanded update. Well, this is basically the same thing, guys. All you need to do is get yourself a bunch of food, and once you guys have a bunch of food, you simply want to go ahead and feed Sam the food. And as you guys can see, he has a bunch of levels you can unlock. And each level you unlock, the bigger the plant you get. The bigger? No, the better the plant you get is what I mean. So if we go ahead and feed him, there you go, just like the Giant, he is going to level up. There you go. And once he goes ahead and levels up, if we go back to friendship, as you guys can see, these are currently all of the plants inside of the friendship shop, if you want to call it that. So we have the broccoli seed, the potato seed, Brussels, and the cocoa mango, which is a prismatic seed. So I'm actually excited about this thing right over here. The values for these have not been confirmed yet, so I would not take anything said in this video regarding the prices of these things too seriously, because it can change. Once again, guys, I'm in a testing server. Things always go up and down. That's just how it is. That's the nature of it. But you might have noticed, the keen-eyed viewers might have noticed, there is a new currency you actually need to be able to buy these pets. And these right here are called garden coins. Now you might be asking, oh Cozy, how do you get these new garden coins? Do you just have to go buy them with regular old shekels? No, my little child, I wish it was that easy. This is where it gets even more controversial, this update. So I don't know if this part of the video is going to be released in the main update, guys, but this is how it is in the testing server currently. So if we go ahead and wander over to this side of the island, there is a new NPC called the Garden Coin Shop. And inside of the Garden Coin Shop, you can buy even more things that we actually have been asking for in this game for the longest time, such as a save slot upgrade, egg capacity upgrade, pet inventory capacity upgrade. Yes, you can get 5 more pet slots inside of here, which is kind of... we got enough of these, actually. We also have a cosmetic upgrade, which you can get 10 additional slots from. And finally, guys, we have a plant inventory capacity upgrade, which you can get 10 additional slots for. Nothing too crazy, but I guess this is a good start. But now, once again, the keen-eyed viewers might have noticed the new currency. How do you get this currency? Everyone's asking for it. It feels like they're focusing heavily on this currency. And yes, they are, because the way you get this new currency, drumroll please, is by ascending. It's a fancy word for rebirthing. They added rebirthing to Grow a Garden. And yeah, as you guys can see, are you sure you want to ascend? You will get 1 garden coin, but lose all of your shekels. And these are the requirements for ascending in Roblox Grow a Garden. First things first, you cannot transfer your money out of your account. Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. So even if you have a lot of money and you think you're smart, you cannot transfer more than 1 QA or 10 QA out of your account. So if you are one of those people who has 163 QI, it's basically all gone unless you want to sit there transferring 1 QA at a time. It's going to take absolutely ages. So no, you cannot transfer the money out of your account, so there is a high chance you are going to lose all of your money when you go ahead and reset. And of course, you're also going to need the plant right here. This always keeps on changing, by the way, so yeah, keep that in mind. Currently, it is asking for a short, twisted, chilled romantico. So yeah, that is going to change to maybe like an elder strawberry or something. This keeps on changing, is all I'm trying to say. So yes, they added rebirthing into the game, and 1 rebirth gives you 1 garden coin. So if you, for example, want to buy something like a save slot upgrade, you're going to have to rebirth 5 times in total so that you can actually afford this. Once again, extremely controversial update. I'm not sure if people are gonna like this. I'm not sure if people are gonna hate this. Please let me know in the comments down below. I'm not gonna talk too much about it because once again, I'm not sure if this is gonna make it into the main update. But that's a video for a later date. We're gonna come back to that. For now, let's go ahead and get back into the ferry update. So now that we have gone ahead and covered every single thing on the island right here, let's go ahead and move on to all of the new plants we got inside of this update. So the first and the worst plant we got inside of this update is going to be the light shot. And yeah, this is it right over here. And once again, sell values are not going to be accurate for these guys because once again, I am in a testing server, but we are going to make an entire tier list ranking each and every one of these plants added inside of the update because there is a lot of plants and I kind of want to cover that. Let's go ahead and see how much the light shoot actually sells for. 64,000 shekels. Honestly, guys, not bad. Let's see a smaller one. About 36,000 shekels. Okay, not bad. And another one right here, 69,000 shekels. Not bad at all. Okay, before we continue with the plants, I completely forgot about one other thing that you guys have probably been screaming at me for through the screen. The pets and the gear buttons at the top of my screen right here. What do they do? Well, it's as it says. You can now teleport to the gear shop and the pet shop. Really useful. It does consume a recall wrench, so make sure you guys have a bunch of recall wrenches. But instead of having to go into your inventory, getting your recall wrench, holding it out, clicking on it, and then going to the gear shop, you can just simply click right here. I wish this pets button was something else. I mean, this is completely unnecessary. I don't think we need something that brings us here instead of here, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's a cool little quality of life update they added. Anyways, moving back to the plants. So the light shoot, decent plant for being a rare plant, honestly one of the most common plants in this update. Moving on, we have the sun bulb. Let's go ahead and see how much this thing sells for. So here we have a sun bulb. Let's see, how much is this worth? 28,000 shekels. Okay. Now keep in mind, this is a uncommon, or was it rare plant? I believe this was a uncommon plant actually. So yeah, this thing is worth about 20,000 shekels, which honestly not bad at all for being one of the most common plants you can get out of this new enchanted seed pack. So yeah, are you kidding me? Again, 3 times today, bro. What the hell? I'm just not gonna open this pack, bro. It's pissing me off. Okay, after this we have the glow thorn, which is a legendary plant. And this thing looks so freaking cool, bro. Oh, wait. Is it this one or this one? Okay, it's this one. Sorry, wait. Okay, this thing doesn't look as cool, but it's still pretty decent. But let's go ahead and clean this up and see how much it sells for. By the way, there is no single harvest plants inside of this update. So, I guess the devs are listening to us. But let's see how much the glow thorn actually sells for. So 31,000, 31,000 again, and 31,000 again. Okay, this one might be inaccurate, guys. The pricing for this might be a little bit inaccurate. It's also crazy that the glow thorn, which is a legendary plant, is selling for such little money, especially compared to a rare plant, which is gonna be the sunshoot. So yeah, this is kind of really bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But finally, let's go ahead and move on to the rare rose. I think that's how you pronounce it. Guys, please let me know in the comments if I pronounced that right. But this thing looks so freaking cool. Like, look at this. We've had a lot of roses in Growing Garden, but this one is really cool looking, bro. I can't lie. But let's go ahead and see how much this thing actually sells for. And how much is this? 67,000 shekels. Considering this thing is a freaking mythical, that's kind of not the best, guys. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Okay, so the next plant we have is gonna be none other than the spirit flower. And check this out, guys. This is what it is gonna look like. Also realize I didn't show you guys each and every one of the flowers that were added in this game. So we have the sunbulb, we have the glowthorn, light shoot, barren rose, spirit flower, and the wisp wing, which is of course the 0.5% charge flower. Look, it's really difficult to get, okay? Additionally, we also have the Aurora Vine, which we are gonna get to as I mentioned before. But for now, let's go ahead and check out this guy, the Spirit Flower. Okay, so here we have the Spirit Flower. Let's go ahead and see how much this thing actually sells for. So first of all, this thing looks so freaking cool, bro. I absolutely love it. Such a cool little design. Let's go ahead and see how much this sells for. How much is this, good sir? And this is going to be 155,000. Okay, that's not bad for a 6 kg one. This is on the smaller side, by the way. Let's try a bigger one. one. This one is about 7.62 kgs, and this is going to sell for, let's see, 217,000. Honestly, guys, not bad at all. That's actually really decent. I also realized we did not really check what the glimmering mutation does, so let's go ahead and see how much a fruit with the glimmering mutation is worth. And this one is gonna be, I think that's double. I think what the glimmering mutation does is it basically doubles the value of your fruit. So yeah, that's pretty cool too. That's not bad at all. Moving on, the next fruit that we have is gonna be the Aurora Vine, and check this thing out. This looks really cool, guys. Like, look at this thing, bro. It is such a cool looking plant. Let's go ahead and see how much the Aurora Vine actually sells for. So here it is. How much is this worth? I'm actually low-key kind of excited. This thing better be worth a lot of money. 193. Okay, not bad. I mean, I was expecting more. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This thing's basically worth the same as the Spirit Flower, which is kind of disappointing, not gonna lie. But yeah, that right there is the brand new Aurora Vine plant. Of course, guys, we also have the Wisp Wing, which is right there. This is what it looks like. It actually like moves around and stuff. It's really cool. Now, this is part of someone's video, so I'm gonna be respectful and not go wandering around there, you know what I mean. But guys, once again, just keep in mind that all of the values that I showed in today's video are gonna be inaccurate because I am in a testing service, so things do go up and down. But right as this video comes out, you guys should also see another video on my channel where I'm basically showcasing each and every one of the new plants added in this update. We're going to be ranking them from the worst to the best. If you guys want a 100% ranking of all of these plants, head over to my channel right now and you will find a video ranking each and every plant added in the brand new update. But anyway, speaking of pets, let's go ahead and talk about them right now. The pets in this update, bro, low-key kind of fun. So starting off, of course, you get all of these pets from the new egg. Our first pet is gonna be a freaking ladybug. Yeah, they added a ladybug to the game. So this is gonna be the most common pet you get from this update. And this guy, pretty simple, bro. All flower type plants just grow 1.5 times faster. Like, it's just that. That's all it does. It's simple. It's cute. If you're growing flowers for some reason, there you go. Moving on, the next pet that we have inside of this update is gonna be the Pixie. And this one is actually a little bit more unique. It also looks really cool. This honestly might be one of my favorites inside of this update just because it's so freaking cool. It's also the same model for the fairies that spawn around the maps, as you guys saw right there. Look at that. Yeah, those fairies just randomly spawn around your garden. Or around you, or around the entire plot, actually. And you can simply go up to them, interact with them, and they're gonna give one of your fruits the glimmering mutation. So yeah, pretty cool. But anyways, the Pixie. Every 3.5 minutes spreads pixie dust for 15 seconds. All plants within a 15 studs radius will advance growth an extra 30 seconds. Every second. Yeah, every second. Also makes nearby players levitate. It literally does, bro. I've tested it myself. It's really fun. But yeah, this is a little bit confusing. All plants within a 15 stud radius will advance growth an extra 30 seconds every 30 seconds. So by that logic, in my small brain, it's going to be 15 seconds multiplied by 30, right? Because it advances 30 seconds every second for 15 seconds. So that's going to be 450 seconds it advances. Which if we go ahead and divide by 60, it basically advances plant growth by 7 minutes is what I'm getting. I'm once again, if I've done the calculations wrong, please feel free to flame me in the comments. But that's what I'm understanding from this, bro. I don't know why they made it so confusing. But yes, that is what this plant does. Oh, there you go. There's a fairy again.
Where's the fairy? Oh, it's right here. Gimme. Nom.
Look at it go. It's so cute, bro. And it's gonna enchant one of my fruits. Oh, there you go. Anyways, sorry, got carried away there. Moving on, next up we have the Imp. This is a legendary pet, and honestly, why? Why? Who asked for this, bro? Look, this thing is cool and unique, but it's kind of annoying. So, the Imp. Every 7 minutes, apparently the developers of Grey Garden don't know how to... Yeah, anyways, I think they just wanted to do 666 because devil, whatever. The Imp will playfully invite you to chase it. Cathing. Nice work, team. Catching is what they meant. The Imp will grant a random reward. The Imp has a 10% chance to play again on successful catch. So basically, if you guys catch the Imp, it's gonna give you a cool reward and will have a 10% chance to continue playing so you can get another cool reward. Just wanted to make sure if cathing is a real word, and it is, and it refers to a medical procedure of inserting a catheter into a patient's body, draining urine from the bladder, or for cardiac examinations. Grow a garden devs, what are you doing? What are you talking about, bro? Are you guys okay? Cathing. What? Anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna have a quick video of the imp on my screen right now. If you guys go ahead and catch it, it sometimes give you guys some recall wrenches, some reclaimers. Sometimes it gives you a glittering radar, etc, etc. The rewards aren't too interesting, but the one interesting reward I've gotten from this is this guy, the event lantern. And what this does is teleports you to the event. So for example, if I am at the seed shop right now and I quickly want to get to the center of the map right there, I can simply pull this thing out like a recall wrench, click on it, and there you go. I get teleported to the center of the map, which is where the event is. So I guess this is useful. How useful? I don't know. Is it useful enough for me to chase after this stupid thing around the entire map? Hell nah, bro. I ain't doing that. I'd rather walk. I'm not doing that, chat. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this pet is just supposed to be in the game to troll us. Like, that's the entire purpose of it. Oh, and extracting urine from a patient's body. For some reason. You know, because why not? Anyways, moving on to the final and the best pet inside of this new update. This title is gonna go to none other than the cockatrice. Hopefully my subtitles did not pronounce something else. But yeah, this is gonna be the divine pet of this update, and this guy has a lot of abilities, it seems like. So every 19 minutes 45 seconds, lets out a screech. All nearby fruit within a 20 studs radius have a 20% chance to turn silver, with a 1% chance to turn gold instead. This is just bad, okay? I'm not gonna lie, chat. This is horrible. Okay, I'd rather use a sprinkler. I don't need this. I don't need a 1% chance pet to do this for me. Oh, and there's also the dragonfly, which turns your plant gold instantly every 5 minutes. With a 100% chance, by the way, so this is just bad. But it's okay. Let's look at the second ability. Every 10 minutes spits venom at 5 different fruits, pets, or even eggs. Gets the new toxic mutations. Pets advance by 80 seconds. And pets also gain 800 XP instantly every 10 minutes. See, now that's a little bit better. So yeah, once again, I don't know if this pet is going to be good. I don't know if it's going to be bad. We'll have to see what it is once the game finally releases the update. But for now, guys, that is the brand new best pet we have inside of the game currently. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to something that I completely missed. And this is going to be the pet shard glimmering. So once you guys get this, it works like any other pet shard in the entire game. And once you put it on your pet's gonna glow. Look at it glowing. It's so cool. And basically what the glimmering mutation does is every 25 minutes, a nearby fruit is sprinkled with fairy dust, with a 20% chance to apply the glimmering mutation. So yeah, you can use this new mutation to get a bunch of glimmering fruits really, really quickly if you want to. I mean, you know, it's up to you. So yeah, that's the new update. And of course, the fairy targeter, as I mentioned before, is basically a lightning rod that attracts the new glimmering mutation. So yeah, once you guys go ahead and place it, 10 plants inside of your garden are going to get the glimmering mutation, even if the glimmering thing isn't even on. Like, look at it, it's not even there. They are still gonna get the mutation right there. So yeah, pretty useful, pretty cool if you guys care about that. With that being said, guys, that is every single thing added inside of this new update. I know the update was a little bit controversial, but honestly, guys, the fairy update itself, I'm really, really happy with it. I'm really, really happy with where the devs are moving with their updates. So yeah, this honestly, W update in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think about that side of the update. I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say about it. I'm not gonna lay any of my opinions yet, because then the entire video is gonna turn into a debate. But if you guys watch the video all the way to the end, comment down fairy. Let's see how many people actually made it here. And since you are going down there, hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying to get to 400k. So please, I just want to get to 400k. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.